dark. They're as dark as my outfit. They're as dark as the black stripes in my jumper. And they be like, oh, I don't date black women. Sir, stop. You are a black woman. By the way you're acting, I just can't tell. Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Fancy. If you're new, we are so happy to have you. If you're returning, it is all love. I am so thankful for all the love and support. This video is gonna kind of be messy. It's gonna kind of be like, no she didn't, but I did. So it was brought to my attention from one of my beautiful subscribers that another YouTuber had made this tweet, and I'm gonna go ahead and enter the tweet in right now. And so basically, men from all over the world drug this woman. Women from all over the world drug this woman. And it didn't surprise me. Why is it that because a woman has standards, because a woman knows her worth, because a woman has a preference, that it bothers you? My question is why? Number one, like, you guys have your preferences. We don't say anything when you know, prance around whoever you like. So why, when it comes to the things that we choose, you know, to say, the way that we choose to live, why is that a factor? We all have our preferences, and because we know that we're high value women, we prefer to be in the presence of a high value man, and we choose to live a hypergamous lifestyle. So with that being said, the disconnect is where a lot of women have, you know, reverted back to being traditional in that sense, as to expecting and requiring the men that we date and the men that we engage with to financially support us in every single way. So the crazy thing is that if we have a preference such as, oh, we only date short men, you know, that is a physical trait that cannot be changed. But that's okay, because, you know, there's a majority of men who aren't short. So since it doesn't exclude a lump sum of men, then it's okay, no big deal. You know what I mean? But when it comes to something that can be changed, as far as, you know what I mean, your drive, your lifestyle, you know what I mean, your ambition, if you're broke, you're choosing to be broke. If you don't have a job, you're choosing not to have a job. If you are financially in the category that you're in, it's because that is a category that you choose to stay in. So we're stating that we will only date a man who is in a specific financial bracket. And the men were, the boys, excuse me, the boys were upset. So I was just like, why? And it hit me. I went ahead to handy dandy Google, and I did research, and there is 13%. In 2018 and 2019, there was a whopping 13% of adults within the United States who had $1 million or more of investable assets that considered themselves wealthy. And out of that 13%, a percentage of that weren't men. A percentage of them were women. So that means that there would be a lot of men who would be excluded from, you know, our dating pool for the women who, again, require or are seeking a hypergamous lifestyle. And when it comes to men, men don't like to be excluded. They can sit here and break down a woman. They can sit here and, you know what, and talk down on a woman. They can sit here and try to step and spit on a woman. But when it comes to their feelings and their ego, oh, it's just tragic. It's devastating. And I was disgusted. You see women in the comments stating, you men want to talk about her and say how you don't agree with this and you don't agree with that and whatever the case may be. And you'll be the main one that if you have the opportunity to try to F with her or try to deal with her. When there's women like me who will ride for you. You don't have to be in a certain tax bracket. So men, the women who want you are right there within the comment section. The women who are dusty like you know what I mean, are right there for you to have access to. Go in their DMs. But you want to sit here and get mad at and put down and try to break down the confidence of a woman who knows what she wants and knows what she deserves? I'm sorry, but I'm not. So I saw this YouTuber, and she's in her early 20s, and she was, rereading her tweet and saying how much backlash and stuff, she's received. And the crazy thing is, a lot of women, in fear of being torn down, in fear of retaliation, they will not speak their mind. And that's what men try to do. And I feel like this. Why was it necessary for so many men to, gang up on this, woman on her preference? We don't gang up on you when you prefer to be with whoever you want to be with. So why does it matter who we decide to, engage with as far as our lifestyles and who we choose to marry? If you don't qualify, baby, you don't qualify. Go home and try again. Careful as to what you say on social media. You have to be careful as to what you say, and be aware of your audience. You don't hear the Queen of England, going around saying, my family only dates rich royalty. Or you don't see Obama stating that his daughters will only marry men who are not in a specific industry and that make this amount of money. When you deal with an affluent people, yes, they have their preferences, but to prevent backlash, they don't state their preferences. So sometimes you have to, sometimes you have to have that feminine mystery and expand on that feminine energy. You know what I mean? We're not going to show all our cards. Why are we stating our qualifications in a man to people who could never even date us? You know what I mean? That's like, saying a realtor going out to a homeless shelter, passing out pamphlets to beautiful homes to people that don't qualify. It's like a slap in the face. It's a spit in the face. It's like, don't show these men your cards. They're not even options at all. They don't qualify, and they're not going to understand, and they're going to be upset when they should be upset at themselves because they're the only reason who's preventing themselves from qualifying. Okay, so let me look at it from a different angle. If he's not even attracted to this woman, or a woman who's stating she's a hypergamous woman, because a lot of men was like, oh, keep women like that away from me. It's just like, dude, you have nobody, there's no women that even want to talk to you. So that's not going to be a problem. But stop. I digress. Let me stay on track. Y'all know I just be everywhere, so stop. Okay, so it's not a laughing matter, but I had to kind of laugh at it because, like, the men really thought they were doing something. It's when you find a confident woman, only feminine men are intimidated by her. A woman who has standards, a woman who knows what she wants. You want to say negative things about her to hurt her, so she not only goes silent, but it's a domino effect, and other women who feel her same way won't speak up. So that means that the women who you actually have an opportunity with, a chance with, a woman that you would meet in real life, they're gonna have to settle because they know if they have any kind of standards, any kind of expectations, any kind of requirements that you, sir, and all the other men out there will put them down and try to make her feel undesirable. They told B. Simone that she looks like Michael Jackson. The first thing that they will do to a black woman is try to say she looks like a man. Try to take away all femininity. Trying to sit here and say, oh, well, you look like this man, or oh, you're ugly, or oh, you're this, or oh, you're that, or oh, we don't even want you anyway, or oh, it would be somebody who looked like you. Like that, they will hit a woman's self-esteem first, for her to go silent, for her to start questioning herself, for her to sit here and settle for not, like, go back to what that Dusty girl said, settle for him or a man like him. And it won't be a domino effect to women who should want to, you know, date a man above them, a man who is a provider, a man is a protector, but they're dating men who want to sleep with multiple women and get them pregnant and don't want to take care of their babies, but they want to sleep with men who hate them. There are so many black women that are sleeping with men who hate black women. Same thing with the men who have, they're like they're as dark as my outfit. They're as dark as the black stripes in my jumper. And they be like, oh, I don't date black women. Sir, stop. You are a black woman. By the way you're acting, I just can't tell. It's just like, so you're as dark as night, but then a rich, complected, beautiful brown princess like myself. Oh, it's not about our beauty. It's not what we have to offer. It's not our personalities. Oh, all black women, all dark women. Sir, you hate yourself. I'm so sorry for how they treated you. I'm so sorry for the environment that you grew up in. I'm so sorry that your parents did not teach you that you are beautiful and that you're enough. But you're not going to rub that into black women, because guess what? We know that we're enough. We know that we're the prize, and we know that we're beautiful. So we definitely don't seek validation from trash. Sorry, but I'm not. So let's continue. And then it be the women that tear down women instead of standing in unity with one another to, you know, say, you know what? But y'all be overlooking the pick-me's like me who will ride for you, to take care of you, who will hold you down, who will fight, who X, Y, and Z, ABC, 1, 2, 3, all that bull, trifling, hood, ghetto, poor mentality. Versus uplifting a woman and saying, you know what? If she doesn't date men who, you know, doesn't take care of her, lives off of her, and uses her, then why am I not good enough to date men who take care of me? You know what? She opened my eyes. She deserves to have that lifestyle, and so do I. I deserve to have a man who provides for me, a man who protects me, a man who cherishes me, a man who sees my beauty. But instead, because of fear of backlash, a fear of a man saying you're going to be single forever, instead of in fear of, you know, someone calling you Michael, you like a man, you like Michael Jackson, or whatever the case is, then you're just like, okay, well, I'd rather them not talk down on me. I'd rather them praise me. You know what? The only person that deserves the praise is God. And with that being said, I don't seek validation in nobody but my Heavenly Father. So if you have an issue by my preference, then you should ask yourself why. Because honestly, the reason why you're in the financial situation that you're in is because of the choices that you choose to make. You just have to understand you have to live your life for you. It doesn't matter what other people think. There's men all day that will sit here and put women down. And I feel like when they attack our beauty, as women, we strive to, you know, feel beautiful, to be desired, to, you know, have, you know, love, you know what I mean, and to be cherished. And when it comes to men, it's just like you prefer a woman who has that Coca-Cola bottle shape, you know, and you look like a dump truck. You prefer a woman who is light complected and, you know, and you look like charcoal. You prefer a woman who has a nice, beautiful smile and you have yuck mouth. It's just like, get with it. Like this, even when I looked at that YouTuber's channel, she had, you know, she's not even stating that she has nothing, like she doesn't have her own money. She's asking the least for her man to bring what she has to the table. The same thing I teach my women on this channel. You have to have your own money. But when you get with a man, we're using his money. And if you don't like it, then guess what? Go be with a low value woman. We're not stopping you. It's just like they can have you. We don't want you. But I bet if she would have said something like, I only date broke men because I know they're not going anywhere, y'all would have been praising her. Or I only date men who just something ghetto and ratchet, y'all would have been praising her. Y'all complain all day that black women don't have standards and black women need to get themselves together. But when we do have standards, when we do have preferences, when we do have opinions, when we do have voices, when we do know what we want, we know what we're worth, and we are not going to settle, then you're upset. I feel like you're trying to distract us from our calling. We're greatness. And you and no one else will prevent us from getting what we deserve. So, thank you for watching. Bye.